Hi everyone, welcome to Celebrate Recovery Nelspruit. I am Pastor Leonie Erasmus and it is a pleasure to be sitting here with you today. And we're going to look at Lesson 8, sponsor of Celebrate Recovery. We work through the Celebrate Recovery Africa manual of John Baker. And if you want to order these, you can order them online from Walk Through the Bible. But yes, let's go to the material first of all. So if you haven't watched the sessions yet, please subscribe to my channel and you can get all of the previous sessions up until this one of Celebrate Recovery. So today we're talking about the subject of sponsor. So many of you might have heard of people having a sponsor, but you don't really know what it is about. So this will teach us, and we'll look at what does a sponsor do, and what is the role that a sponsor plays in your recovery. So we're still busy with principle 4, which says openly examine and confess my faults to myself, to God, and to someone I trust. And the scripture that we're reading is Matthew 5 verse 8. Happy are the pure in heart. Step 4 says we made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. And Lamentations 3 verse 40 says, let us examine our ways and test them, and let us return to the Lord. So think about it. You've heard the word sponsor for a few weeks now. So if you have a vague idea of what a sponsor entails, that's okay. But let's look at why it is a good idea. Why do I need to have a sponsor or accountability partner in my life? So having a sponsor or accountability partner is a biblical concept. And we read in Ecclesiastes 4 verse 9 to 12, 2 are better off than one, because together they can work more effectively. If one of them falls down, the other can help him up. But if someone is alone, there is no one to help him. 2 men can resist an attack that would defeat one man alone. And Proverbs 27 verse 17 says, as iron sharpens iron, one man sharpens another. So we're getting close to the idea of what a sponsor or accountability partner will be for you in your life. Now, having a sponsor or accountability partner is a key part of your recovery process. Your recovery program has 4 key elements to success. First of all, to the best of your ability, maintain your honest view of reality as you work each principle. The best way to ensure this is to have a sponsor and develop a strong accountability support team. So your sponsor will have the role of the person that you will be going through the steps with. You'll be doing the step work with your sponsor. If we look at step 4, for instance, where we do handle our inventory, we go through all of our timeline, what has happened in our lives, then this is the person with whom I will discuss these points and who will make a search through all of them to see if it's a balanced list and where you may be headed in the wrong direction and where you need some guidance. So this is the person that you'll have one-on-one sessions with. Your accountability partner usually is someone in your support group, or a couple of accountability partners can be your whole support group, who engages with you and keeps you accountable to get to your meetings, keeps you accountable to follow through on the steps. They will encourage you and support you. So make recovery group meetings a priority in your schedule. Knowing that a sponsor or accountability partner will be there to greet you and notice that you are there is an added incentive to attend. It's like going to the gym. You'd rather get up to go to the gym if you know your gym partner is waiting there for you. If you have no one who's keeping you accountable, then it's way more easy to stay in bed. Maintain your spiritual program with Jesus Christ through prayer, meditation, and studying of His Word. That is the next key part of your recovery program. And then get involved in service. That is the next part. So, which includes serving as a sponsor. If you've gone through your recovery program, then you can also serve as a sponsor for someone else, or serve as an accountability partner for someone else. Having a sponsor is the best guard against relapse. by providing feedback to keep you on track. A sponsor or accountability partner can see your old dysfunctional ways of hurts and habits and hang-ups creeping in and beginning to return and point them out to you quickly. So he or she can confront you with truth and love without placing shame and guilt. This is a very important thing, because if I'm honest with someone about my faults, they can ask me about it again. They can ask me, how am I doing? What have I changed? What have I? Where am I stuck at? So, what are the qualities of a sponsor? Proverbs 20 verse 5 says, though good advice lies deep within a counselor's heart, the wise man will draw it out. So when you are selecting a possible sponsor, look for the following qualities. Does his walk match his talk? Is he living the 8 principles? Because you want to have someone that you can look up to, that you know they know these things by heart and they are also living it. Does she have a growing relationship with Jesus Christ? Very important. Does he express a desire to help others on the road to recovery? And does she show compassion, care, and hope, but not pity? Very important. Is he a good listener? Is she strong enough to confront your denial or procrastination? So is there someone that can face the realities that you don't want to face? Does he offer suggestions? And can she share her own current struggles with others? Very important. I always try to, when I am working with someone and I'm in a sponsor relationship with them, I also share from my own troubles that I have, because how can we trust each other if one seems to always keep everything a secret? And we want to share in an open relationship with one another. So we want to show, it's okay. It's okay to share with each other. Find that sponsor that will also be able to share with you. What is the role of a sponsor? She can be there to discuss issues in details that are too personal and would take too long time in a meeting. So if we are in a meeting and I see this is a difficult thing that someone is getting into and it's going to take a lot of time, then I would refer that to that person's sponsor so that they would rather have a session to deal with that issue. He's available in times of crisis or potential relapse. She serves as a sounding board by providing an objective point of view, and he is there to encourage you to work the principles at your own speed. He does not work the steps for you. That's very important. So your sponsor will encourage you to do the step work, but he's not going to do it for you. You need to be able to take responsibility for the work. And then most important, she attempts to model the lifestyle resulting from working the 8 principles. So is he forgiving? Does he deal with making amends with other people? Things like that. Make sure that that person knows how to implement these steps in their lives. And a sponsor can resign or be fired. So you're not stuck with your sponsor for the rest of your life. You can decide if you can go to another sponsor. But I always suggest that you don't hop from one person to the other. And everyone knows your story and everyone gives different advice. Try to get to someone that you can have a long-term counseling or sponsor relationship with. Now, how do I find a sponsor or accountability partner? Your sponsor or accountability partner must be of the same gender as you are. Very important. After you have narrowed the field down with that requirement, listen to people when they share. Do you relate to or resonate with that, with what this person is saying? Get to know the person before you ask him or her to be your sponsor or your accountability partner. If you ask someone and that person says no, do not take it personally. You don't know if that person has a couple of other people that they're also busy with. You don't know if they maybe have the time, and you want someone who can be there, who's able to be there. Ask God to lead you to the sponsor or accountability partner of his choosing. He already has someone in mind for you. What's the difference between a sponsor and an accountability partner? We talked about that. An accountability partner holds you accountable for the meetings. They're pretty much at the same stage where you are in recovery, whereas a sponsor has gone through the whole process and they're there to guide you in one-on-one sessions. So ask yourself the following questions. Why do you think it's important for you to have a support team around? What qualities are you looking for in a sponsor? Have you attempted to find an accountability team or a sponsor? And what are some new places and ways you can try to find a sponsor or accountability partner? And what is the difference between a sponsor, an accountability partner? And then the last question, list the names and phone numbers of possible sponsors or accountability partners. These should be individuals you have met on the road to recovery, who have touched you in sharing of their experiences, strengths, and hopes. I do hope that you find someone that you can walk this road with. If you're not already in a support group, try to get to a support group, to a Celebrate Recovery group in your area. If you are here in the Nelspruit facility, please join us on Monday evenings. And I pray that the Lord will give you that person that will walk the road of recovery with you. Thank you for listening to me. See you again next time.